Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP, and once again, this is the 1 hour chart. We're sitting here just above 62 cents. You know, something is happening in the XRP community right now that I have never ever seen before in the past. The FUD is absolutely insane, and it's prominent members of the XRP community spreading that FUD. And you know, I don't know if they're paid shills by the Bitcoin maxis or what, but even when XRP tanked out back in 2020, people were more positive back then than they are today because Bitcoin's moving and XRP isn't moving with it. Well, I have news for all of you. XRP moves last, but it moves the fastest and it provides the most gains. And that time is definitely coming. And you know, you just got to stay patient and stay positive long enough to get to the finish line. You will get your financial freedom if you stay positive and patient. Does Ripple have the best team in fintech? This list is your VIP pass to the all-star lineup of executives, employees, and advisors who've shaped the legacy of Ripple and XRP. Now, this is an all-star lineup, and you think these people would sign on to something that's going to lose in the end? Absolutely not. First, you see Rosie Rios, 43rd Treasurer. Donald Donahue, CEO, DTCC. David Schwartz, former CNN and NSA employee, known for being a top 5 programmer globally. Robbie Michinnik, head of digital assets at BlackRock. Marcus Treacher, executive chair, RTGS Global. Michael Barr, Fed regulator. Sandy O'Connor, FDIC advisor, board at BNYM. Craig DeWitt, Vice Chair, U.S. Faster Payments Council. I mean, these people don't sign on to something that loses. Then you see Brad Garlinghouse, Chris Larson, and Jed McCaleb. And you know, these people, they built something that is about to take over the SWIFT system. SWIFT is 50 years old. It's outdated. Even through upgrades, it cannot compete with RippleNet and XRP. You know, all I want to do is get you to the finish line. You gotta ignore the FUD along the way. And I'm kind of upset about this because I've never seen anything like this. Honestly, in all the time I've been holding XRP, I've never seen what we're seeing right now. Ripple's Faster Payments into Africa Guide. Ripple and Onifree can capture a $2.7 trillion market. These markets are massive, but yet they're not built out. And once this goes live, all of a sudden we will see value come from it. Just posted, SWIFT expected to use XRP for payments. SWIFT even knows that XRP is better than what they got right now. They're looking to stay relevant after the next 5 years. XRP, the native cryptocurrency of the Ripple network, has garnered significant attention for its ability to facilitate near-instant cross-border payments at markedly low fees compared to traditional banking channels. Through the incorporation of XRP into SWIFT GPI platform via R3's Corda, the partnership aims to offer financial institutions a more streamlined and cost-efficient option for conducting global transactions. There you have it. XRP is going to skyrocket in price, and it's just a matter of time. Georgia and its partnership with Ripple for the CBDC project and the efforts for the future to become a crypto hub for the region. Singapore FinTech Festival 2023. Now, when they're out there saying, listen, we're building out a CBDC using RippleNet technology, going to utilize XRP in the future, you need to pay attention. And like I told you in many videos, that the Fed is also working on a CBDC. Take a listen to this.
For being here today. Mr. Gibson, I did a quick Google search for open jobs at the Federal Reserve, and the regional banks are using using the keyword CBDC, or key acronym. It looks like the San Francisco Fed and the Boston Fed are hiring for CBDC development roles, programmers. Can you provide an update for the panel on the Federal Reserve's development of a United States central bank digital currency?
So the Federal Reserve is doing research on CBDC technologies, trying to understand the technologies themselves and how they might be useful. It's research and experimentation at this point, and it's not an implementation of a CBDC.
So you hire people that write code. It starts seeming like you're developing and building versus researching. What's the nature of the research? We're going to build it and test fire it and see how it works?
I think the research is to understand the technology, understand the different approaches that people are talking about, understand the risks. It is a research effort.
It's like a near implementation, but we'll run it for a while and see if it really works? Or are you building something that would be functional, or is it just research?
So we're a long way off from thinking about implementation of anything related to a CBDC.
Thank you. And thank you for...
So there you have it. If they're hiring for coders around a CBDC here in the United States, if the Fed is doing this, they are planning to launch a CBDC at some point. Warren Davidson sees right through it. He knows what they're up to, but they're trying to do this in the background so these politicians don't figure out what they're doing. But it's too late. They already know what's really going on. Ripple partner Lulu Exchange greener tomorrow. As a serious company, it is imperative to position yourself. It is therefore not surprising that influential financial companies produce expensive advertisements primarily to promote the 13th goal of the Sustainable Development Goals. You know, I just talked in an HBAR video yesterday how HBAR is going very big. Hedera is going very big around climate change. I think a lot of Ripple's partners and Ripple themselves are going in the same direction because this is a multi-trillion-dollar market and they want to capture some of that money. Mateko, Ripple, and Stellar. IBM introduces new cold storage tech for crypto assets. The new offline signing orchestrator tech is being used by IBM's long-standing partner in the crypto space, Ripple-owned custody firm Mateko. Zodia Custody, the new payment disbursement platform for Stellar since September 2023. Stellar is thus reconnected to Ripple via Zodia and Mateko. Everything is coming together perfectly. Yet people still think for some reason we're going to still be sitting here at 62 cents forever. Ripple and its protocol, XRP, are at the base layer for currency. It's like any other protocol for web language, like TCP, IP, HTTP, etc. XRP through Interledger Protocol and XRP Ledger will be the value pushers. XRP, the standard. So you see the timeline to the internet of value. Now the big question is, how much faster is it going to happen now after COVID? Because COVID fast-tracked everything. So you see we were on track for 2020 to 2025. Blockchain solutions for capital markets and trade finance emerge. And then we know trade finance is starting to pick up as well. ILP Java becomes the interoperability standard for Hyperledger Foundation projects. Then between 2025 and 2030, blockchains and distributed ledger solutions mature and all asset exchange networks become interoperable with ILP. I think it's going to happen before 2030. In fact, I think a lot of things are being fast-tracked right now. Like I just showed you, even the Fed is working behind the scenes, working on a digital dollar, a CBDC. I think a lot of growth is happening without our knowledge, and we're all being distracted by what's going on with Bitcoin. You got to keep your eye on the price, XRP. But I do believe everything is being fast-tracked. They have the world distracted with Bitcoin. Mark my words, XRP will dwarf Bitcoin. Y'all can celebrate for now, but you just wait and see. I know XRP will be number one, and I also know that XRP will reach $100. You can call me arrogant, delusional, or stubborn, whatever you want to call me. Time will settle all arguments. P.S. I own Bitcoin. I'm not mad because Bitcoin is pumping and XRP isn't. One more thing. Grow the F up and stop bitching about how XRP isn't doing anything. Other people are also getting fed up with the FUD out there as well. But you know, here's what I have to say about Bitcoin. And I said this openly multiple times on X. The next 2 years are going to be a game changer. Anyone holding utility-driven cryptocurrencies are going to get very rich. Bitcoin's going to become more and more irrelevant. Right now it's pumping, so all eyes are on Bitcoin. But watch and see once Bitcoin loses its steam. All of a sudden, all eyes will be on XRP. David Schwartz tells the story on the XRP ledger emerging and alerts about the Bitcoin centralization. Take a listen to this.
As luck would have it, Jed McCaleb at the time was starting to look at this idea of proof of work. And I think a lot of people in the industry were starting to realize that proof of work wouldn't be as decentralizing and democratizing as we'd hoped, because someone's going to have the cheapest power, someone's going to have the best ASICs, and we had this idea that everybody would be able to mine. Like if you had some extra computing power, you could just mine and make money, and that was very naive. And we were starting to look at systems that didn't have some of the centralizing influence of proof of work and sort of like a bridge between the modern financial system and Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin was kind of like an island. It was this thing that, like, if everybody used Bitcoin, it would be great. But how do you... I used to joke that there's a couple of $1 trillion locked up in legacy fiat assets, right? Like dollars and euros. Like, you can't ignore those things. And I found a lot of like-minded people, and we built what's now Ripple.
So David even knew back then that Bitcoin was centralized. And people would say, well, that's an older video. But fast forward to today. This is now 3 separate people who have made this statement that China can control over 51% of Bitcoin via mining. Brad Garlinghouse said it, Charles Hoskinson said it, and Brian Brooks is now saying it also. You know, at any moment, Bitcoin could just fall apart. It could just start falling down in price. And people don't realize that yet. But I think something much more sinister is going on. CNBC discussing the Bitcoin halving for the first time in history. You have an asset that is more scarce than gold. When they're trying to push Bitcoin this hard all over the mainstream media, there's something bigger going on. And I think this is what it is right here. I'm assuming that BlackRock, etc., has already stacked their bags and is waiting to sell it on ETF approval news. The MSM is shifting it to positive news for Bitcoin to the general public so they can create that exit liquidity. After approval, they can dump on retail and reaccumulate. And I think that is exactly what's going to play out. And any retail investor should run from Bitcoin. Because once these people get involved, they're not looking out for you. They don't want you to make any money. They want to make all the money. BlackRock isn't as big as it is for no reason. The path to becoming an XRP millionaire is not easy. It will take patience, perseverance, and mental fortitude. If you can stay strong and hold through to the FUD, you will be rewarded. And that's why I started the video the way I did. Because it's upsetting to watch prominent people in the XRP community now FUD all over this cryptocurrency. And for months, probably years, they've been telling you that XRP is the future. Continue to stack your XRP. And I tell you that all the time. But it's because I can see where XRP is going to be 2 years from now. And I know where Bitcoin's going to be 2 years from now. And I'm telling you, it's going to have one massive run up. And then right after that, it's going to drop in price. And when it drops in price, that'll be the last major run up for Bitcoin. I see people saying Bitcoin's not even going to top 70K. People are saying it's going to run out of steam long before then. And everything's going to shift in the crypto space. But, you know, everybody's speculating still. I show you the facts. I show you the people behind the scenes at Ripple, people that have been involved with Ripple for years now. And they're prominent people. I mean, this list is absolutely incredible. Like I said, these people don't sign on to something that's going to lose in the end. They sign on to winners, especially Rosie Rios and especially Michael Barr. I mean, you see Brad Garlinghouse, Chris Larson, and Jed McCaleb. That's a given. They work at Ripple or worked at Ripple in the past. But people outside of that, these people are at the helm of some of the most important aspects of our entire financial system. And it's crazy for the way people are thinking right now. All you have to do is stay patient, stay positive. Let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.